Motor's out. We're going to start taking it apart today. I'm Steve.
I'm Ned.
And this is
Motorcycling apart engine thingy.
it's First Time Restorations.
Can I mess up?
Is this in her place? Why find you? How are you now? How's your new boyfriend? How's your family been? Not that I care.
Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of First Time Restorations. Got my manual. Got the motor. So we're going to start taking this bad boy apart. So you kind of work front to back, disassembling the front part, taking off the timing cams here and the timing belts and everything, and then we'll start working our way on the back here and taking the back apart, and then we'll begin to pull off the heads and actually get a chance. Hopefully we'll get a chance to look at the cylinders and see how those look, and then once we kind of get that apart, then we'll start breaking it down and actually cracking this motor open. So this video might actually come in two parts, so we may do part one and then part two. So the first thing we need to do is go ahead and take the timing belts out, take the timing cams off, take the tensioners off, and just start working on the front of the engine, getting everything off of here, and start tearing that down. It's a good idea to get a couple of these parts bins, plastic ones. You can get them. I got some back here, but I picked a few up so that as you start to take bolts apart, you can put them in the bin so you know exactly which piece. Actually, when we get into the heads and start breaking down the heads a little bit more, I'm actually going to get some styrofoam blocks so I can keep track of which valves go where, which rockers go in which place, and which camshaft goes on which side. So always have a little bit of a tub here to be able to take care of that. Now, when it comes to these belts, I mean, this belt looks actually really good, but if you're doing a restoration and you got it off of somebody and you don't really know how long these belts have really been here, you probably want to go ahead and replace them. Now, these look pretty good and they're genuine Honda, so I may hold on to them, but I'm a little leery. Actually, the teeth look good. They look pretty new, but I don't know the age, I don't know how long, and the problem with this motor is that it's an interference motor. So if one of these belts breaks while I'm driving down the road, it's going to completely destroy this motor. I'll have to get the valves, potentially the pistons themselves will be ruined. So for $30, $35, it's cheap insurance. So we're going to pitch these.
Those cars and drivers won't save me. There's a better path to take once you know the place.
Now I can already notice a way that this has been worked on before because they didn't put the bracket bolts in here back.
But I don't know the way. I don't know the way. There's a better path to take once you know the place.
Alright guys, it looks like I made a mistake here. Yes, Ren, don't do what I'm doing.
Don't do what he's doing right now. If you want to stop and fix what he did and you did, just pause the video, look at it, does it look like his? And then after this, he'll fix it. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you don't say, oh, this is right, and it's not.
So, okay, I did not break the bolts free before I took the belts off, and now the cams can spin free against the motor. So basically I could damage the heads, the valves, and everything by trying to take these bolts out. So,
I think he's gonna put them back on.
No, actually, what I'm going to do, Ren, is what I'm probably going to do now is I'm actually going to take the water pump off and actually take the heads off of the unit here. So I think that's what I'm going to do now.
Yes.
So the first thing I got to do is disconnect the water
Thing.
the cooling pipes between the heads.
Which, if you're a motorcycle person, then this will be very easy for you. I know nothing about motorcycles, so, yeah, this will be really hard for me if I just stood up to this camera and just did that. That would be kind of hard. I wouldn't know what I was doing. I would just kind of, I don't know, rip stuff off, make it look bad. I don't know. Not put it in a motorcycle. Don't do. If it looks wrong, if it doesn't look like that, then I don't think promising that you're wrong. I'm promising that you're wrong. So. I know you can't see me, but I'm back here somewhere in real world. But just keep watching my dad. He is my dad.
But I don't know the way. I don't know the
Sure, down here you get this neutral switch that is connected, and you want to make sure you reconnect it, because everything I've read online says that don't forget to reconnect the switch, because if you don't, you pretty much can't get it back together again. Actually, I think
let me grow and stretch like a leaf, even if it hurts. There's a better path to take once you know the place, but I don't know the way. I don't know the way. There's a better path to take once you know the place, but I don't know the way. I don't know the way.
Okay, so there's 6 bolts that hold these heads in to the main body. So there's 4 short ones and 2 long ones. The 2 long ones go on the outside here, and then there's 3 underneath that go inside and 1 right here. Try to keep the left with the left and the right with the right. Not that it makes a huge difference, but don't try to mix the left and the right side. Some pieces, some of the parts are side specific, some aren't. But just play it safe. If it came on the left side, keep it with the left side. If it came on the right side, keep it with the right side. It's just easier to manage that way. Okay, so after consulting the manual, it looks like the only way to get these heads off, and again, make sure you read ahead, and I failed to do that, but in order to get these heads off, you actually have to disassemble and remove, turn this sideways so you guys can see it, we're actually going to have to remove the rockers and the cam. So we're going to actually get in here and start to remove these bolts. So the first thing I need to do is remove the breaker, the points cover here.
Could this all possibly make? In the end, we're all going to roughly the very same place. And some will be dead or in pain, have a lot mostly dead in our minds, and I'm willing to try to revive what we lost when we tried to survive the first time. And how do you propose to change it when you play it so lackadaisical? How do you expect to make it if you're gonna act so lackadaisical? You ought to do it right the first time. You should have done it right the first time. Just let it go by the wayside.
Now, this is the points assembly. What this does is as the cam spins, it actually forces contact with these breaker points and actually causes the engine to spark. So it'll shoot 2-4 and then 1-3. So this is what controls ignition. Now some people replace this with an electronic ignition that just sits there and senses the cam spinning around and fires it off that way. I've read multiple articles, multiple blogs. Some people swear by these and other people swear by the electronic ignition. I'm going to stay with the points for now. If I find that I'm not getting what I want out of them, then I may switch to an electronic ignition. They're kind of expensive. They're not cheap. But you know, these things have worked for a long time, and this was pretty good engineering for what it was designed to do, so I'm going to stay with it. The main thing is that after a while the contact points get a little worn down, but you know, we can restore those.
Honestly, what difference could this conceivably make? All my dreams keep collapsing and squashing my heart like a pancake. And soon you'll be dead or you'll marry instead, get a house and a kid, keep your feelings well hid, and I won't want to know if you love me, so what if you did? But how do I propose to change it when I play it so lackadaisical? How do I expect to make it if I'm gonna act so lackadaisical? I ought to do it right the first time. I should have done it right the first time.
Now, an interesting thing that they say here, if I can't get the heads off, to actually put the spark plugs back in and crank the motor up. And I can't seem to get it going, so I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, when we go to put this all back together, we'll have to make sure that all this gasket material is gone. You can take a heat gun and kind of peel it off. Most of the gasket came off on this side. You can see I have gasket material here. And this gasket is very important. In fact, even though I'll order a gasket kit, these gaskets here I probably will do Honda OEM, just because this gasket right here in the middle is where you blow out. So I'm going to continue to break this engine down over the next couple of episodes. As you can see here, we've taken off the what would be the left side head and inspected, and we can see the cylinders here and a little bit of surface rust. So on the next episode, we're going to take the left head off. That'll be almost identical. I'm sorry, the right head off. That'll be almost identical to what we did here. And then we'll begin to work on the back, taking the clutch off, and then we'll move here to the front and break this all down. So appreciate you guys watching. Follow me on Instagram, First Time Restore. The link is in the show notes. Feel free to donate your goodwill, comments, subscribe to this channel if you like what you see, and I'll keep doing it. Until next time, see you later.